that bud. Drop a side. Down.
Hello there, ladies and gents. I'm off on an adventure. It's a lovely sunny day. I massively overslept. I was going to go off and do another English Heritage Motovlog today, but I ended up watching way too much Netflix last night and missed it. Missed my alarm clock, which meant rather than waste the day, I'm going off to do something else I've been wanting to do, and that's go and explore an old abandoned airfield. Now I don't know whether I'm going to be able to get in there. I think I can get in on foot. I don't know if I can get in on bike. So I'll try on bike. If that doesn't work, then I'll abandon the bike and go in on foot. It's near a lake I used to go to as a kid with my old man. So as long as I can find the lake, I can find the airfield. By the way, you might be thinking that my motorbike is sounding a little bit more noisy than normal. It is. The baffle broke. I've had to take the baffle out, which kind of sucks a little bit. Used to go camping here in the Scouts or Cubs or something or other. That was fun. Burning sausages, gaining food poisoning. Right, so to start with, I'm heading over to Effingham Golf Course, and then straight over another crossroads there, and that should kind of almost sort of take me up to the airfield. Horsies, hello horsies. I love all these lanes like this. It's so nice. If you knew that there were no oncoming cars and no traffic or horses or anything like that. It looks like this has been resurfaced recently, which is nice. There's loads of old green lanes and stuff around here. If I wasn't such a pussy, I'd possibly try this out down them, because it's got quite bouncy suspension. I mean, it's not an off-roader, but it's far more suited to it than some of the bikes I've seen people using off-road. Oh, 30 mile an hour. And I think it would be quite good fun. It's got nice wide bars, it doesn't weigh anything, and it hasn't got obscene amounts of power either. It's only got like 40 odd horsepower, probably a little bit less with the exhaust pipe as it is at the moment, but torque wise it seems to have a little bit more bottom end and mid range, but I don't know, that could be just in my head because it's grunty because of the exhaust tone. Yeah, I didn't realise this airfield was there until comparatively recently. And like I say, I used to go to Wisley Lake as a kid, but I didn't know there was an airfield. It's not as old as World War II or anything like that, I don't think, so it was never like a bomber airfield, but I believe it was like a place for testing, but I don't know. Was that it there? Was it here? No, it was back there. Gone past it. Keep my speed down in case there's any horses. It's unusual for roads to be tarmacked when they're this skinny. I bet that's it straight ahead. No, we can't get through there. This is private. Okay. It's there's a bridle way through there, but that's not for us. Now there's another entrance just down that way, I believe, which I missed because I didn't quite realise we were this close. And there's various other entrances around to it on different sides of it. It's a farm field, so I imagine I'm not going to be able to get in there. No motorbikes. Okay, well that answers that puppy, doesn't it? Very absolutely answers that one. Okay, so we can't go in that way because that hasn't got any public access signs. Let's pop along this way and find a car park, and I can ditch the bike then. I don't want to piss anyone off. This exploring stuff though is kind of cool. It's great fun, especially with the added sort of side of things where you don't know your way in. You can't just like go, okay, this is the gate, we go this way. You've got to go and find the gate. So we're heading more towards the lake now. It's over that way. Yeah, we're just going past the lake now. So no entry. Come back here, grab a cup of tea in a bit. Okay, so because of where we are, what we'll do is we'll pop down to Wisley Lake first, which is only just over there, and then we can then see how easy it will be to get over to the airfield. Probably going to turn the camera off now, and I'll bring you back in when something interesting happens, just so you don't have to put up with me breathing deeply as I wander through a forest. Let's go back this way a little bit, see what we can find. I'm kind of pretty sure that families still do the stuff that we used to do, not just fishing here, but families coming here for picnics and stuff. So there must be a way. Sorry, bird. There must be a way to sit by the water. Oh, stupid bird. Pheasants. I think there's a lot of birds here. Not too keen on getting the drone out if there's birds that are going to get upset by it. So unless the vegetation's changed drastically, this reed bed here, we used to, hey, look at that. Sorry, pheasants. Yeah, definitely not getting the drone out here, they'll get proper spooked. Sort of trying to see beaten tracks, but they're not necessarily beaten by peoples. They could quite easily be beaten by giant chocobos. Oh, this is quite cool here. Might be able to get a photo from that. Yeah, that's quite nice. Alright, let's get my camera out. There we go, we've got some photos. There's some duck things over there as well. Alright, let's go find this aerodrome. Right, well I found a byway that pretty much takes me right the way into the airfield by the looks of it on the maps. It says it's not suitable for motor vehicles, but it is a byway, so it is a road. So it's just because it's not suitable, I don't know whether that means it's not allowed. I need to look up the green lane rules and stuff. But yeah, I mean, vehicles have been down there. It might be just because of the time of year that there might be a TRO on it, temporary restriction order or whatever they're called. I don't know. I can't remember all the terminology. But it's along this way. If I had a proper dirt bike, I'd be all over this. It's a bit deep for a road bike that I've only just cleaned. I'd be able to do it on the KTM, I think, certainly if the ground was harder anyway, but with the ground being as squidgy as it is, I think I'd be pushing my luck and I could risk damaging something. And it's a brand new motorbike and I don't want to break it. Okay, so this is the way into the airfield from the direction I've come in from. So I think what I'll try and do is I'll superimpose a map on, sort of showing where I am at various points, just so you can sort of see where I am. But I think this would have been some kind of hangar area or something like that. and with a taxiway. So straight in front, I don't know if that's it there. Is that it there, straight ahead of us? So there's talk of them redeveloping this, which, I mean, like, yeah, it's dead land, and even to the farmer it's no use because of all this concrete on it. But it'd be a real shame to get rid of these sorts of things, because they're places of interest. They might not be national heritage or stuff like that, or I mean, this was even used in the war or anything like that, but it's still kind of cool. It's a part of the country we live in. It's enormous. It's actually only a little bit shorter than the runway at Gatwick. So Heathrow, Gatwick, what are you on about? Get the runway here. Yeah, the locals would love that, wouldn't they, while they're playing tennis? But this is really quite impressive. I'm definitely going to try and get the drone up. I just want to sort of get the lay of the land, see where I am and stuff, because this is curved. This isn't the runway. It's huge, but the runway is over there. This is just like a taxiway or something. And then we've got the runway going across us there, I think. Or it might be at the end of the runway, I'm not sure. But they put that barrier across it there, I think, to stop people coming here and having impromptu drag races, because I imagine that would have been a problem in the past. This is huge. Absolutely huge. And really rather cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing they've had a real problem with people coming here with their vehicles. Wow. I mean, I didn't really know what to expect of this place. It was just, yeah. Right, let's get this drone in the air. I'm going to turn the camera off until I get it back up again. Okay, well, that was kind of a fail, really. I really wanted to get some decent drone stuff. But once I flashed up the drone, not just straight away, like after it loaded the maps or anything, it said everything was hunky-dory, A-OK. It was only when I was just taking it off that it came up with the warning saying I'm not allowed to fly here. It was a green warning, so I don't think it's like a troublesome one, but it meant that I landed the drone toot sweet, and I've called that one a day. It's just too big a space to really kind of be able to appreciate anything from the ground, which is a real shame, because it's incredibly cool indeed. And yeah, I'm kind of gutted about that. It's a tick off the list of things that I wanted to do. It's like they hate us, but I don't blame them. You can see why there'd be problems, because they come up here and they'd be doing stunts and stuff, and not really fair on the people who live around here. Yeah, and I imagine because of the fact that there's byways and stuff around here, you get a lot of off-road bikes too. And as you can see up ahead of me, there's a horse and stuff, so they're not going to want people coming along on their property, messing it up and causing noise and stink and stuff. Still, I'm kind of gutted about the lack of dronage, but it's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Now I'm going to wander back to the bike. And again, the same with Wisley Lake. I was doing some drone footage there, would have been really pretty, but again, there's like loads of wildlife there, and a bird's life is far more important than me getting a pretty photograph or a tiny little snapshot or video. So I have no problem in not getting the drone out over the lake there. Did get a couple of photos earlier. I mean, I might see if I can wander back that way and see if there's more nice pretty photo places, but to be honest, I feel like I've done something today, even if it wasn't entirely successful. So I could just head back to the bike. There's a cafe there, grab a cup of tea, maybe a burger if they do burgers or something, and then get back on the bike and skedoodle along some twiddly roads. Well, although there was a bit of a failure, it was still pretty damn cool, and I got myself a bacon butty and a nice cup of tea. So life is pretty damn peachy, and I get to ride along all these twiddly little roads again. It's win 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 win. Absolutely awesome. The airfield was really cool. I was really impressed with it, but not a lot to see for you guys because I couldn't get the drone up. Still, never mind, eh? And it's so flat around here I can't even go to a bit of higher ground to have a little look down. Still, it's what it is, it's what it is. But Wisley Lake was really pretty. Not Wisley Lake, what's it called? Baldermere. And a real blast from the past going down there. Been a long time since I was there. I'm just trying to think when it would have been roughly. I would have been under 10 years old, that's for sure. So, well over 30 years ago. What a fun little road this is, even within the speed limit. And on a glorious day, with the autumn leaves still on the trees just about, and the sun going down. I've had a lot of fun. Some of my adventures, they end up being a success, some a failure, and others just an awesome day out on the bike, even if the purpose was not achieved. When you're out on the bike, purpose is achieved, don't matter what the outcome of the adventure. Cool stuff. Right, those of you new to my channel, if you enjoy this stuff, don't forget to subscribe, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a little thumbs down. But whatever you do, please drop in a comment, let me know what you liked, let me know what you didn't. I love the conversation and the interaction. So, ride safe, take care, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye for now.
Keep that bar. Rubber side down. You know, you gotta keep that bar. Rubber side down.